Alright guys, welcome back to Nifty Network. Today I'm going to show you how to remove your differential from your DE 350Z. Alright, so we're going to grab a 14 wobbly and a 14 wrench. And then we're going to turn around here. And I am going to just start on the driver's side. We're just going to blow all these out. And then I always leave the wheel on because it's way easier to spin the axles. Alright, so then when you get to the last one, you're going to have to wiggle that out, and then this just drops down like that. And since we have the 14 in our hand, I'm just going to do the passenger side as well to show you. It's the same thing. One thing that you might run into that we are not running into is removing your exhaust. There is a mid-pipe section right here that kind of, it's a pain to get the exhaust or the axle out with the mid-pipe section in. So you will have to remove your mid-pipe as well. Alright, so once you got those two off, we're going to pull the speed sensors out of here. These are 12s. There isn't that much room to work in here either. But that's just what I like to do. So we'll get those loosened up. And then also, if you are doing a diff swap, you don't have to completely pull your axles out. You can just disconnect them from the flanges and drop it out. I like to drop the sway bar down too, so that the front part of the diff actually rests on that, and it makes it easier to get it out. So I'll show you that part when we get there. And if you're doing this on the ground, you can do the same thing. I'm gonna grab my trans jack, and I'm actually gonna drop the diff onto the trans jack. And you can do that with a jack or a little crate or whatever you wanted to do. Okay, so the speed sensors are out. Now I'm going to drop the sway bar. Those are 14s. Okay, so that comes out like that. And then what I like to do is I'll actually drop the front part of the diff and just let it hang there. And then these are a specific orientation. So you have the bolt, and then you have the big washer, and then that goes down like that. And then you actually have a metal plate that goes the dome side up. So it will actually sit like this. Obviously the diff will be in between this section. And we'll go over to this side, do the same thing. So the diff's just hanging around right now. And then that kind of allows you to get to the breather that's at the top of this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, Shane, but it's right here. You'll be able to pinch the seat clamp with your fingers. It's a small one, and you're able to pull it off. Okay, so that comes off like that. And then we'll get our trans jack under here, and we'll pull the last bolt out of the rear.
Rolling.
Rolling. Alright, so we're going to jack the trans jack up. Yep. Okay, so I got the front of the trans jack right there on the front part. I'm basically just going to hit this bolt in the back, maybe jack it up a little bit, get that rear spot, that rear nut more accessible. We'll just slide the socket in there. And if you need to wiggle the diff a little bit up to get the socket to go down there, you can do that too. And it is a 17. So that's on there good. And the diff is going to twist a little bit because we have the front off. You don't have to worry about that. It's not going to fall off just yet. Oh my gosh. And also, that bushing is blown. So we're gonna do it with the impact so that we can get more force on it right away. I don't even know if this gun will fit up here. Okay, so that broke it loose, which is good. Now I'll grab the small gun. Okay, so that nut is all the way off. The trans jack is holding the diff up. And we're just gonna kind of scoot this forward. Let that come down on there. And we'll lower the jack just a little bit so we can walk the sway bar out from under it. Oh, so when I had dropped down the front of it, this is the breather tube. So if you overfill it or the fluid gets too hot and it boils over, it's actually going to come out of this. And then it's going to go up into this hose, and then it dumps into your subframe, and then it leaks out of here. I don't know why, but that's what it does. And then also, if your subframe, see how this has like a leaking mark coming out of it? And if you can't tell that that bushing is whooped, then I don't know what to tell you. Also, this person has had the subframe out of the car. That is not supposed to have a gap right there. Yeah, I bet you this thing was making all kinds of noise going down the road. And there you go. That is how you remove your diff out of your DE350Z.